Bum 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 bum.
And so my animatronic collecting journey has come to a halt all of a sudden. And though I would like to have more and expand my collection, become a greater haunter, currently I cannot. I have exhausted my space. So why not become a figure reviewer? Hey everyone, this is Damon, and today I'm going to do something a little different than I usually do. Now, you might not know this, but I had a childhood, and a lot of that childhood was Legos. Ain't that so special? You might not know this about me, but I'm a collector of novelty items that aren't just animatronics. Anything from figures to, whatever this is, and that too, I guess. I'm well versed in collecting, just beyond animatronics. Even though I do enjoy collecting animatronics, I've got more space for just action figures, like NECA and stuff like that. But this one's a bit different from the rest. It's a little something that I remember as a kid, and it's called Mixels. What is a Mixel? Well, it was a Lego series created sometime around 2014 and discontinued sometime around 2016, and it featured all these little biomechanical looking creatures mixing together, matching, and just beating the ever-loving crap out of the enemy team, the Mixels, not to be confused with the ever-famous Mixel. Now, while I myself wasn't too, serious into Mixels, I did have my fair share of them, and by that I only mean 4. And I enjoyed the silly little shenanigans and the crazy little creature designs that the series had to offer, and sadly when it was discontinued, I lost my chance to get one of these guys again. So here I am today with Hoogi from Mixels. Hoogi is part of the 3rd series of Mixels, and this tribe is known specifically as the Spikles, or the Spickles, or whatever you want to call them, where they have desert and spike features and whatnot. They look like little, druidic creatures, almost, and they're really funny, and Hoogi especially caught my eye, because it also reminds me of another childhood thing of mine, Pac-Man World 3. The Armalopes from that game, I don't know why, but this guy definitely rang a bell when I saw him, and I was like, that one's mine. That's me. He's literally me. And yes, while Lego figures are different from NECA figures, I still think that this is deserving of a figure review, just as I would with the Godzilla or Ghostface or something, because I also have that, and Candyman, and Bob Ross, and Sam from Trick or Treat, and Pennywise. So the first thing I'll cover with Hoogi is his overall design. Since I can't really cover painting, I can cover his sculpting and his general overall design. And as I've stated, I love this guy. Again, he reminds me of the Armalopes from Pac-Man World 3, and I generally just like creatures with big tusks and big claws, out of proportion arms and everything, small legs, big head, stuff like that. Everything that this guy is just checks off my list of my favorite creature design tropes. From the silvery claws to the those eyes, man. Now, while as funny as he may look, it is a bit unfortunate that there is no moving jaw, since every Mixel in the TV show, which, yes, this is from a Cartoon Network show when the series were being, dealt out, I guess you could say. They all talked. Even Hoogi had a voice right here, even though he probably, I don't know. When I first saw him, I imagine he's just kind of like... But I don't mind that he doesn't have a moving jaw, because he's just funny. His main focus are his arms. I mean, come on. And of course, this little snide gremlin, this is one of the Mixels of the Mixels series, and the Mixels are the desaturated villains of the story, and, you know, they hate when people band together and create diverse things, and oh god, it's poisonous and all that. Get a load of this guy. And so what do the Mixels do to the Nixels? Let me demonstrate. And then you get on to the second most prominent aspect about the Mixels, and that is their posability. Now, compared to other LEGO minifigures, they're not very well versed in motion. Wrist swivel, up and down joint for the arms and the legs, and a head twist. But good old Hoogi over here, he's got some decent movement. He's got a ball joint at the shoulder, a ball joint at the wrist, pivoting fingers, which I think is just chef's kiss. Ball joints at the hip or thigh or whatever you want to call it, and this is for both sides. And even though, yes, this may seem a little limited, it does allow for some very, very interesting poses. And, you know, I mean, come on, who wouldn't like this? It's just, I mean, like, guys will see stuff like this and just think, hell yeah. It's overall just a really fun character, not only in appearance, but also just to handle. He's almost kind of like fidget toy-ish. I don't know. It's a little hard to explain, but the way the ball joints just move, it just sits right with me, and it's unlike ball joints on action figures, which, yes, they're good and all, but the absolute range that you can get out of this guy, it has me. It absolutely has me, and I adore it. So, the thing is about the Mixels is the fact that when they first released, they were all $5 a piece. So, this guy was in a little packet, and he was $5. So was literally every other Mixel. Unfortunately, because they're discontinued, they're being resold on eBay for values that are not their original, and I got this one for $20, and honestly, although I thought it was a bad price at first, just having him, I'm fine with paying $20. It's that good, honestly. I love him. So yeah, that's a review. I'll definitely get to reviewing Godzilla sometime around, because, you know, it's Godzilla, come on. But, yeah. So, there you go. Hoogi from Mixels. His little capture.